This is Elan Fitness and Nutrition's 20-minute full body workout. The equipment you're going to need today is just a pair of dumbbells. So what we're going to start off with is a bicep curl with a curtsy lunge as demonstrated here. So go ahead and pick up your dumbbells, and as you curtsy lunge back with one leg, you're going to lift those dumbbells up and just do a bicep curl. You're going to alternate from right to left, doing a bicep curl with each lunge. So I'm actually carrying 10-pound dumbbells, and you're going to see me later on actually put one of those dumbbells down. Essentially, that's going to be a drop set with those 10 dumbbells. My arms are getting a little fatigued, so we're going to be doing this for 3 rounds. So we got 2 more rounds to go between this and the next exercise that's about to come up, which is going to be a squat pulse or a squat with our dumbbells. So when you see me drop a weight, I'm basically doing a drop set. If you have a lighter set of dumbbells and you feel like your arms are starting to get a little bit tired, go ahead and do a drop set, which is really just dropping down to a lighter weight. As you finish off, we're going to switch into here is a basic dumbbell squat. Those dumbbells are going to go between your legs, squatting down, chest is up. So let's go ahead and start those. This is going to be a minute of squats, 60 seconds of squats. So making sure that you're pacing yourselves as well, not trying to do them too fast, getting a good squat in, keeping that chest up, that back nice and flat. I'm putting my dumbbells between my legs. You're more than welcome to put those dumbbells outside of your legs if you want to do a more shallow squat. I'm just showing you how I'm doing it. You're more than welcome to modify it to however you feel comfortable with these squats. As I'm sure by now that you can also hear that you hear me exhaling each time that I come up out of my squat, you want to also make sure that you're having a good pace with your breathing as well. Never holding your breath, making sure that you're exhaling as you release out of that exercise, no matter which one you're doing. So each time I come out of that squat, I'm exhaling. I'm also squeezing in my glutes, in my butt each time that I come up. Go ahead and finish that last squat. And then we're going to go back to those curtsy lunges with that bicep curl. So this is the second round that we're doing these curtsy lunges with bicep curls, and already I can feel that my arms are going to be a little bit fatigued by the end of this. So in my head already, I know that I'm going to do a drop set for the last round, and that's perfectly fine. Into your body so that you don't end up hurting yourself. The last thing I want any of you guys to do is to keep continuing on just because you see me or someone else in the gym or someone else in one of your classes doing the same thing. Do a drop set, take a break, something, listen to your body, make sure that you're not overextenuating yourself. Also, with these curtsy lunges, you want to make sure that it's always the front leg that's doing the majority of the work. You can start to see that I'm getting a little bit tired, and unfortunately my form is struggling a little bit as well, but it's always the front leg that's doing most of the work. So when you're doing your lunge, these type of lunges or any type of reverse lunge or even a front lunge, it's always the front leg that you're pushing off of it. That back leg is essentially just to keep you up. There really shouldn't be a lot of weight back there. Very nice. Get that last one in there. And here comes the buzzer. So we are going to switch back into those squats. Remember, these are 60 seconds of squats. I have my dumbbells between my legs. I'm doing a wider squat. If you want to do a more shallow squat, just move your legs in a little bit, and then those dumbbells are going to come to the outside of your body. As always, keeping that chest up, keeping that back nice and flat. I like to give my glutes a good squeeze as I come up and then back down. Also, remember that these are longer intervals, so if you are starting to get tired, no one says that you have to keep up with the pace that I'm going to. You can also take a break or slow yourself down, okay? All right, we're going to do one more squat. And then I'm going to place one of my weights down. Remember I said I was going to do those drop sets? So this is going to be that last interval of our curtsy lunges. and bicep curls, and I just put one weight down. So essentially it's 5 pounds on each hand rather than 10 pounds on each hand, because my arms were getting a little fatigued and I would not be able to make it through the rest of this workout if I did this last set with those 10 pounds. So if you want to keep the weight that you already have in your hand, that's fine too, number one. Or if you want to do a drop set, that is great, number two. Or if you don't want to do them with any weights at all, if your arms are just that fatigued, you can definitely mimic a bicep curl with just your hands coming up to your shoulders. All right, we are looking good, and we're going to finish out these last about 20 seconds. I'm just going to let you guys finish these out however you want to finish them. Just making sure that you're always picking with that front leg, pushing off that front leg. Get a good clean bicep curl, squeeze or flex into that bicep as you curl up, a nice extension of the breath each time that you go down for that lunge. All right, everyone, these are your last 60 seconds of squats. It's only 60 seconds. I know you might be tired by now. Your legs are already starting to get a little bit fatigued with all these squats that we're doing. Again, find a good pace for yourself and then just do it for the next 60 seconds. I'll let you know when our last few seconds are going to come up. But as long as you're squatting, that's all I can really ask for. You don't need to go super fast. You don't need to go with me. But as long as you're getting a nice clean squat in, squatting into your heels, sitting back into your hips, keeping that chest up and that back flat, that's all I'm really asking. And 3, 2, last squat coming up. Very nice, and you can relax. All right, we're going to hop into the next exercise, which is those bent over rows. So you're going to do 1, 2 rows, and then a reverse fly. So you have your dumbbell in your right hand and then fly. Keeping the elbow close to the body, rubbing up towards the ceiling, and then when you do that reverse fly, you're going to take your arm out to the side, pulling that shoulder blade kind of back behind you, really concentrating on the middle and upper traps there as you do those rows and flies. All right, we got 2 more. Pull, pull, fly, pull, pull, fly. Very nice. You can go ahead and place that weight down. Okay, so let's get started with those split jumps. It's really just a hop, moving one foot to the other, or if you don't feel like doing those or you have some bad knee issues, then you can just do a reverse lunge, kind of like the curtsy lunges that we did earlier in this workout. Just moving one foot down, keeping that knee over the ankle, coming back up. You can also go faster than me, staying on the toes and kind of doing kind of like a flutter kick type situation, or you can go a little bit slower if you feel like you can do some type of hop, taking a more of a 1 to 2 seconds in between hops. However you feel most comfortable, I want you to do that. If you are hopping, I want you to make sure that you have nice, soft landings, okay? Not hard landings onto the whole entire foot, soft landing, landing on the ball of your foot and then just coming down. All right, it's your last 2 jumps, and then go ahead and pick that weight back up. We're going to do the other side. Dumbbell is going to be in your left hand this time. You're going to do those 1, 2 rows, and then that fly out. The 1, 2 rows, and then the fly out. 1, 2 rows, then the fly out. Very nice. Make sure that you keep your back nice and straight, so we're not using much of our lower back, fatiguing that out, because we only are 10 minutes into this workout and we have about like another 11 minutes to go. So I definitely don't want your back to be tired because you haven't flattened out your back for me. As you can probably hear, that this is getting a little bit tough for me, and I mean, this is what we're here for, right? But you also can tell that I'm breathing. I always want you guys to make sure that you have nice good exhales as you do most of these. So when you come back, an exhale, row back, an exhale, row back. When you exhale, flying out to the side and then back down. So it's one exhale for each. Your last one. And fly out and place that weight down. We're going to go back to those jump squats for one more time. Sorry, they're actually split squats. Split squats for one more time. Making sure that you're landing soft when you do these split squats and taking your time with these. Again, these are a good cardio type exercise. So if you are starting to get tired, slow yourself down, take a little break. You can also, like I said before, you can go faster than I am, or you can go slower than I am, taking a little bit 1 to 2 second break in between each split jump. Good. We're almost there, making sure that you're also trying to explode up, really getting those glutes to good use as you do these, as well as the hamstrings. And then we have a few more left. You get about one more on each leg, and then you can relax. All right, go ahead and pick up those dumbbells, and we are going to do our deadlifts with that upright row. So as you come down with that deadlift, you're going to be working those hamstrings and your glutes, and that upright row is going to be working your shoulders, your upper traps, little bit of the rhomboids, not much. It's not the primary muscle that we're focusing on with these upright rows, but you are going to feel them just a little bit, especially in those shoulders. So as you come down, little bend in the knee, over at the hips with those deadlifts, pull up with the hamstrings. As soon as you come up, bring the dumbbells up to your chest and then back down. Shoulders down, palms facing in, pull it up, squeeze, and back down. Okay, so let's get a few more of those in. A down, upright row, down, upright row, pulling up with the hamstrings, upright row, squeezing up top. Very nice. One last one, and place them down. Okay, as you saw, we're going to be doing frog jump. So we're just going to do one frog jump up, touch the ground, and step back. Exploding forward, try not to hop vertically. You're just going to be expending more energy than you need to. And who wants to do that right now because we're already tired? So again, nice soft jumps, just like we did when we were doing our split jumps. Landing on the ball of your feet and then kind of coming back down onto the heels, okay? So not just like a slap on the floor. So you want a nice soft jump. You should barely be able to hear it, not like a slap on the floor. And exploding forward, tapping the ground, and then back. Okay, two more. Get this last one in there. Very nice. Make sure you walk back first. Come on up, grab those dumbbells, and we're going to start those deadlifts with our upright rows again, one last time. Get a good stance going. Come on down, and then back up. Down, pull up with the hamstrings, and then back up. Really using those shoulders, using those delts, squeezing as those arms come up. You also want to make sure that your shoulders stay down. So you don't want to bring those shoulders up to your ears. You want to make sure that you want to press those down as those arms come up. It's a lot of instruction just for one exercise, but you'll definitely feel the difference as soon as you start to press the shoulders down. As you pull up into that upright row, you'll feel that you're getting more of a workout with just this simple move than you were if you had those shoulders coming up to your ears. All right, we got about 5 to 6 more to go. Make sure you're pulling up with the hamstrings. If you're getting tired, don't let that form go, okay? Slow yourself down. I'd rather you have good form and get a good workout than try and keep up and go fast, okay? So you're going to get that last one in there, place those weights down, and then we're going to start those frog jumps one last time. Also, as you see that I'm doing these frog jumps, you also see that I'm keeping my back flat, as always, like I've been saying through this whole workout, because I want to make sure that when you come up from that jump squat or from that frog jump, excuse me, that you're always lifting with those legs, okay? So when you come down and tap the ground, you're essentially doing a deep squat. So I want you to make sure that you're always using those glutes and those hamstrings and a little bit of those quads and sisters to bring yourself back up, not bending over and hunching over at your back. I want to make sure that you're using that momentum from the legs to pick you back up. This is your last one. Get a good one in there. Vertical hop. So we're only going to do 5 overhead tricep extensions and then 5 squat presses. So you're going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then bring that weight down. Do a squat, press up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then back to that tricep extension. Okay, get another one in there. Very nice. Then bring it down, squat, and then press. So the squat press is still going to be a squat, obviously, but since we're going to be focusing more on the press itself, it can be more of a shallow squat. And with our tricep extensions, you can place one foot in front of you to give yourself a little bit more balance. Just make sure that you keep your elbows tucked in towards your head and squeeze in that tricep as you bring it up. So we're just going to be doing these for the rest of this short little circuit. So it's 5 presses and then 5 tricep extensions. This is your last one for your triceps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. All right, so I'm going to have my right leg forward, and I'm going to come down to my right and then over to my left. As I pull that dumbbell around, I'm going to bring my knee into my chest. So it's a little bit of abs with that twisting motion, and then obviously it's going to be legs with that knee pull and that back reverse lunge. So we're just doing these for the rest of the 60-second circuit that we're doing here, and then we're going to switch to the other leg when we switch and come back around the next time. Make sure that when you're coming around, you just let that dumbbell take you behind yourself and then use your abs and only your abs to pull yourself back around. If you don't, you just saw me kind of lose my balance. You really want to make sure that you tuck that core in. That's what I did not do. So I kind of lost my balance a little bit. So if you feel like you're losing your balance a lot, really basically suck it in, tuck that core in, and get your last one in. And then head back to your tricep extensions and your squat presses. Dumbbell goes overhead. Come up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it down and squat, press up, squat, press up. And 3, 4, and 5. And then back to those tricep extensions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And squat press. Now I'm doing a very shallow squat press with these. You can go a little bit deeper. You can do a full and deep squat if you would like. That's completely fine. Do how you feel like you want to do. You can increase the intensity by doing a deeper squat or doubling up on anything that I'm doing in this workout. We're going to get our last 5 squat presses in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be the wood chopper on the left leg. So I have my left leg forward. I'm coming down to the left and then coming up to the right with that knee pull, really bringing that knee into the chest, trying to keep my balance at the same time. Got to tuck that core in, let that dumbbell bring you back to the left and then up to the right. Okay, so you have about 10 more seconds left with these. Make sure you finish out strong, even if you have to slow yourself down. Make sure you're really bringing yourself up with those hamstrings, squeezing in those glutes, bringing that knee up. You got about 2 more to go. Get this last one and relax. We have hit our cool down. We have finished 20 minutes of a full body workout with Elan Fitness. So right now I'm just kind of rolling out my shoulders because we did a whole lot of upper body work, a lot of those rows and extensions. Now just kick your feet from left to right and the arms are going to swing from front to back, strengthening and stretching out those delts. And when you kick, you'll be stretching out your hamstrings. Then you're going to do your butt kicks. And then those arms are going to twist from left to right, stretching out your back, stretching out your quads. Now I would like for you to take both of your arms and come to the front, tuck your chin into your chest, round out the back, give those shoulders a nice stretch, and come on up. Arms are going to come up, press those shoulders back. Very nice. You're going to throw them down a few times. And then we're going to go into a quad stretch. I have something to hold on to. You can find a wall, or if you can keep your balance, you can do just like I am, holding my arm up. And then I'm going to take that foot down. I'm going to reach for my toe, pull it back, stretching out my hamstring and my calves. Perfect. Now come on up and switch to the other leg. Quad stretch goes first. Holding, keeping your balance, really pulling that heel into your bottom, and the foot comes down, or reach for the toe, pull it back, stretching out your hamstrings and your calves. All the way back up, and then you're going to come right on back down into a sumo stretch, pressing your knees out with your elbows, giving your inner thighs a nice stretch. This is one of my favorite ones, so. And I'm going to reach down for the ground one more time. I'm going to roll myself up nice and slow. I'm going to stretch out my neck one time. I just like to really do these at the end of each workout. Not many people stretch the neck very often. And as you finish that last one, relax down and we are finished.